Oh, okay. Yeah, just one of you guys start talking because I'm making a posting group here. Just welcome everybody, I guess. We're
Good
live.
morning, everyone. This is the Hangout for My 24-Hour Income, and it's October 9th, 2016. We've just got a minute. We're posting the link so everybody can join us. So just give us 1 second.
Jonathan, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you post the link in the Indian group too?
I don't think I'm in that group. I don't think I'm in that group, but I can look for it.
Okay. Because I don't have the link. Let me
Copy
check
it from the admin chat. Yeah.
I think they have a different link.
Oh, that's right.
Drew, your mic is muted.
Drew's muted himself.
Drew, your mic is muted. We cannot hear
Okay,
you.
there. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So welcome everybody. Sorry about that. We last minute we actually forgot to put our link to this video, to this Hangout video, in the Facebook group. So we just did that last minute, and I just told Jonathan, just put us live, man, and we'll get on there and we'll do our things, so you guys know that we're on here and we're going. So welcome everybody. I believe this is our fourth Hangout, I believe, and what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and do one every single week on Sunday at around 11 a.m. In the morning on Sunday, okay? So this Hangout here is going to be very, very short because it's the Canadian long weekend, Thanksgiving, and I know the U.S. is doing something as well, and it's Robin's anniversary, her 1-year anniversary. Robin, if you want to shoot your mic on there, tell the members what you're doing for your anniversary, because it's pretty cool what they're doing. Oh, you turned your mic off.
There we go.
There you go. What are you guys doing today?
That's really nice. We're actually going in a couple hours to go have brunch together at the Bellagio here in Las Vegas. So I'm really excited. It'll be a nice meal.
Nice.
And happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So there's like 2 or 3 big reasons, guys, why this Hangout might be a little bit shorter than the rest of them, is because there's a ton of holidays, around the country, and it's Robin's anniversary, 1-year anniversary. Congratulations. Nice stuff. So let's rock and roll. Let's get into this here. I want to turn things over to, I believe Karen is going to pop on here first, and she's going to show us, I would say this is the #1 asked question for our member base about, how to use the new ads that are inside our site. Now our site is credit-based, right? So you fill out the amount of advertising you'd like with your available credits on the site. So she's going to share her screen. Are you ready, Karen? Sorry, I kind of put you on the spot there. Yeah, she's ready. So she's going to take you guys. Okay, cool. She's going to take you guys into her back office and just show you how the new credit-based system works. She's got to share her screen. That's good. So just let us know when you're ready.
First
there.
things.
Oh.
I thought I had a few minutes.
Oh, okay. You know what? We'll give you a few
Screen,
minutes. Not yet. No, you haven't shared it yet.
My screen?
No,
Oh,
for some strange
worked
reason.
before.
Yeah, it did work before. Okay, so let's we'll give her some time to sort that out, and we'll turn over to you know what? Let's go back to Robin. Robin's going to talk about the Facebook group and just how things are going in the Facebook group, guys. Some things that we need to really be clear about in the Facebook group and all that stuff. And also, you can ask questions live to us because we are live right now. So any questions you have or concerns about My24, the future of it, where we're going, all that, please feel free to ask them. Just make a post under this video on YouTube there.
Okay, so I just want you to know that the Facebook group is going really well. We have almost 30,000 members now. And it's a little bit rough to keep up. That's why we have 21 or 22 admins. We do our best to answer your questions. And one thing for sure that you guys need to know, sometimes we answer some other questions before we get to yours. And the reason being is we're not ignoring you. We're doing our best to get the correct answer for you. We don't want to give improper information. So if there's a question listed down there and we can get to that answer first, we will answer that one. A lot of times we have to go to Drew and Fahim to find out what's actually going on. And also, I want you to know, too, that you might notice that we've been turning off commenting. And the reason being is because sometimes the question will be a certain subject, and some of the members will go and comment in there with different subjects, and we kind of get lost in the translation. So once we feel we've answered your question properly, we'll go ahead and turn off commenting so you can see that and it doesn't get lost in the page too far down. And then if you do have another question, you can feel free to ask us another question in the group. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank you all for being a part of My 24-Hour Income. What are we, 7 weeks yesterday, and we hit $4 million in payouts. It's just unbelievable, and over $500,000 in commissions. So you guys are just making this company what it is. Can you imagine what we're going to be like in a year after 7 weeks and hitting $4 million? I mean, next anniversary, I want to talk to you guys, okay, and see where we're sitting then. So I'll be here, and I hope all of you are. And remember, we're going to do this every week, so invite your prospects and let them know that they can click on your link and join under you. We do this for the members every week. We do this voluntarily because we want you to build your teams and we want you to build your business. And we're just really proud of everything you guys have done. And I have to say, thank you so much to Drew and Fahim, because without them, we would not have My 24-Hour Income. And that's all I have to say. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Robin. So if you guys notice, Fahim is not here, and the reason behind that is because he's working, he works in a hospital, right? So he's working just crazy, crazy hours, and he's taking on the responsibilities of My 24 kind of in the background. So you might not see a lot of him over this month, but definitely next month, he said he'll be on every single Hangout, and we're going to do some really, really cool stuff together. So one other thing I want to talk about is, if everyone can turn their mics off there, I can hear some mics are on. Be great. So one other thing I want to talk about, guys, is our Facebook group. Like, what's the purpose of our Facebook group? Okay. So as you know, My 24 is huge. The active amount of numbers that are in our system is unbelievable. The normal active amount of members in a rev share is around 10%, and that would be high. Ours is actually around 75%. So actually 75% of our members are active. And that's why our cash outs are just insane. They're unbelievable, guys. We have close to, I believe it's, where are we at right now in our member base? I think it's 35,300 or 35,200 or something like that. And we have over $4 million of payouts to our member base, which is unheard of. It's crazy when you think about it, right? Normally, a rev share, if they're lasting over 6 months, this is kind of the results that you see from the normal typical revenue share structure. Our structure is a little bit different. I put out every single week, I put out a proof video of that our system works. You know, our system really, really works with this external compounding, this external repurchasing, or sorry, external withdrawing and then repurchasing with your funds inside the system again, okay? So what is our Facebook group, guys? Our Facebook group is kind of the support structure for My 24-Hour Income. And the reason behind this, the big one, is we're 100% nonprofit for the administration, because if we were to take profit and I was to pay, you know, everyone a salary that's right here on this Hangout, guys, the people on the panel, then the system would not work, because we would be paying out way too much money and paying out all our member base and not charging them fees inside the system and all that. So all these people here that you're viewing, they actually volunteer their time to help out not just their teams, but to help out our entire member base of understanding how the My 24 system works. And every week, guys, I'm going to say something about this because it's incredible. You know, that we have 20 or so people that are just volunteering their time, and they put a lot of time into this. Like, they're always online, always supporting people, and really in a company with a huge member base. And we're just a baby now. In 6 months, we'll probably be triple or quadruple the member base that we have right now. Who knows? Probably over 100,000 people. And it's just amazing to realize that there's people out there in the world that will volunteer their time because they believe in something and they can see that it's a great opportunity. It's a great change in our space, in our revenue share space. So our support group is the Facebook group. Okay, we do not supply support tickets through through the back office. What happens is basically you log into your account, you click on support. It's going to take you to multi-languages of Facebook groups. You pick your language, and it'll take you to Facebook, and you can make a post there. And what we do is we just use it as a support ticket, because it is basically, right, you're making a post, and it treats it like a support ticket. Only administration can see it, and only administration can let it into groups. So if we see the same questions over and over and over again, we might not let that question that you're asking into the group, and we'll just personally answer it for you, like send you a PM, send you a message with a screenshot of your message. Okay, so I had a lot of people ask me, Drew, you know, I get my questions answered, but you never let them into group. Why is this? Guys, that's the reason, is because we don't want it to land these new people looking at My24 or new members or whatever. We don't want them going in the group and seeing the same questions and answers all the time in the group. So that's another reason why also that we turn comments off in group as well, is because we don't want people hijacking other people's posts and all that. So let's get going. Is Karen, are you okay now with you figured it out? Your mic's off, by the way.
I forgot one step. I forgot to put full screen.
Oh, okay.
Entire screen.
So you're ready to go?
I am. I hope I'm
Okay.
still logged
There you
in
go.
on my account.
Yeah, you're good. I can see my face. There I am. Okay, so
Okay,
there's
what?
Fahim's rev share.
Fahim
Yeah.
site. Now, first thing I want to show you guys is right here, admin messages. If you've never noticed this at account activity and admin messages, if there's something new you don't understand, check that first, then ask your sponsor, then come to the group. And one of our most asked questions in the last week or so has been, why don't I have any credits for my ad packs that I just bought? Go to advertisement, business directory. Want to scroll down and you'll see all these individual banners that I don't have set up yet because I'm always in the group. And come down here to where it says My Business Directory. Click on Add New. Think, oh, there's nothing there, but you have to scroll up a little bit, and there it is. There's your credits. There's your form to fill out for your banner. So that's the new way to do your banners for your ad packs.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with everyone viewing this video right now. That's great. So guys, it's a little bit different now, but I think this will make the process a lot smoother for people, is because they can just apply the credits they'd like to use to their banner, and they don't have to individually, like if you buy an ad pack, you have to individually set up an ad for that ad pack. You can just apply credits. So you can still run, 10, 20 ads if you want to, or you can run one ad and run your credits to that ad. Okay, so it makes a lot more sense. Fahim put that in place for us, and 2 thumbs up to Fahim. I know he's not here right now, but he'll be back on, guys, at the end of this month here. He just needs to get caught up at his work there. So let's turn things over to who wants to go next. Who wants to go next? Anybody? Who wants to jump on there next? Everybody's sitting back. They're like, oh, I don't know. Let's turn it over to. TL's on my screen right now. I can see TL, so we'll turn it over to him. If you want to turn your mic on there, buddy. And TL's working on a system that's an external source of income for a revenue share that this kind of system has never been done in our space for a revenue share, because it's a huge system for to create, basically. Okay, so TL is going to talk a little bit about what he's been working on, and it's a huge project. We're working on it for months, and I think it's going to come out very, very shortly within the start of next month or the middle of next month, guys. So if you want to get going there, buddy.
Okay, like when is the launch? This month, what we are having is on 25th. Drew and Fahim are going to have access to the site. Okay, and 15 days from the day you get access, we're going to launch it. That should be around November 10th. That's what we decided.
Nice. That is beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. So do you want to tell them a little bit about like what is the system? I know we talked about this in last week's webinar, but I know we have a lot of new viewers and members watching these weekly. So just kind of go over briefly what the system is, and I'll talk after that. I'll talk a little bit about how powerful this is for us to own our own external income stream. It's a big one.
Sure. We are actually building a marketing automation system, which will have a series of steps that involves the sales funnel, where you can use this program to promote the business which you're any online business which you're doing. So the best example will be any Power Lead system or GetResponse. In case if you use it, all the successful marketers online actually are very much familiar with this marketing automation system. And I think from Drew or people like leaders like OJ, you can actually learn more the results. Basically, I think they can show you the results better than me. Maybe you can take it forward from here too.
Actually, you know what? You can answer this question. If you can turn off your mic for a second, man, I'm going to ask you a question. Can you turn off your mic for a second? I can hear myself feeding back through your mic. He's going to just turn his mic off. I think he's got it off there. Yeah. If you can turn your mic off for a second.
Okay.
I think I can hear feeding back. Maybe it's my headphones or something. I don't know. But anyways, guys, obviously you can tell that we're live because we're having little complications like this. But TL did a campaign, and I know I talked about this in last week's Hangout because it's amazing. We actually just figured this out on last week's Hangout. He just shared the news with us. But he did a campaign through our site, and he built a custom sales funnel. He bought a login ad. I believe it was like $75 for the day, and he bought a full login ad there. And he got, was it around, I think it was 30 signups within that day through a custom sales funnel that he built. So this is kind of, the marketing tools that we're putting in place, guys. It'll give you this kind of opportunity to build your own custom sales funnel with, your own custom landing page, your own custom banners, email autoresponder, all that kind of stuff, which this is what the pros do to make money online is they create their own content. They create their own sales funnels, their own lead magnets, all this kind of stuff. They don't go out there and use a product sales funnel because think about it, right? If everyone is doing the same thing, then everyone gets the same results. If you go out there and you use the same landing page as 90% or 90, it's actually 98% of people in systems, guys, they use the system sales funnel. So what does that mean? It means that people get blind. If it's a hot offer, My24 is a very hot offer. Every single rev share that you go to, you'll see an ad for My24 in it because lots of people love it. Lots of people promote it, which makes sense, which is good. But here's the thing. If everyone is doing the same thing and promoting that offer's sales funnel, then people get blind to it. People look at it and they know from looking at the banner or from looking at that landing page, they know what's on the next page. So they don't even bother looking at it. They get blind to it. So what leaders do, what top producers, top marketers do is they go out there and they create their own sales funnel. They'll create their own landing page that links to a special video that introduces them to you and then to an offer. And that's really the turning point for a lot of marketers. And when they start to have true success online of making $100 a day, $200 a day, $1,000 a day, whatever their goal is, that's when things kind of start to change for them is when they step out there and they start introducing themselves as the person selling the product and not the product selling the product, right? If you use a landing page, a sales page for the product, what you're actually doing is you're not even showing that prospect who you are. They have no clue who they're joining. And if they buy, they're just buying that product. And you know, if you introduce people to yourself, you can sell to them over and over and over again. And that's really what creates an online marketer, okay? An online marketer's income. So we've got a question here. I believe it's can we use credit cards in the system to purchase, guys? You can't just go and use your credit card. You have to go through a payment processor. I believe is that what the question is? There, yeah, okay, they're shaking their heads. So that's the answer for that one, guys. It's plain and simple. You'd have to go through a payment processor because we don't want to take on the responsibility of, you know, it's another thing for us to do is to take on payments, which we'd have to basically create some kind of support system for that. Because as you know, with payment processors, there's support, you know, more support involved. So what most make money online companies do is they outsource this. So they kind of have it's kind of like a third party, if you want to think about it that way, or a second party, I should say, where the payment would go through another system like Payza or some Bitcoin wallet or Perfect Money, something like that. Okay. And it makes it a lot more smoother and a lot more simpler for the company, right? For the offer. So to answer that question, short and sweet and simple, we would never create our own payment processor or just add funds through a credit card because it'd create much more support on our end. And unless you guys want, you know, unless you want us to charge you to do that, we could probably do that. But I don't think that would be a smart idea. We want to keep things as cheap as possible for our member base. Okay, so hope that answers that question. And
question, Drew.
Yeah.
Why can't they purchase $75 ad packs before all the others?
Because we want you guys to build your accounts. If you start at the $5 ad pack, it encourages you. Okay, for instance, if you were to come in and say you had $75 to start with, and you thought, okay, well, I can buy one $75 ad pack, and that's what I'm going to do is come in and buy one $75 ad pack. Your earnings at the end result would be more money, but it would actually be slower. Because if you come in and you buy $75 of $5 ad packs, you know, you're withdrawing and funding from your earnings, and you actually make more money in the end result, even though that percentage of total earnings is less, right? But your earnings from withdrawing and funding and kind of repurchasing and like compounding your ad packs to make more would be more at the end result. And because the $5 ad packs, they pay you out faster as well. The daily earnings on them are much quicker. They're actually almost 3 times as quick. They're at 3.8%, and the $75 ad pack is at 1.8% per day. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. Do we have more questions here?
What is the best strategy for the program?
The best strategy. This is a simple question with a simple answer. And I know that you guys are hoping that I'll say it's some kind of magical strategy that, you know, you can come in and within the first month be withdrawing what you funded and all that stuff. And there's some, you know, hocus pocus going on, but there's nothing, guys. This system is set up for longevity and to be stable. You know, it's set up to be around for as long as basically the members want it to be around. And I'm going to talk about that at the end of this when I finish this off here, guys. But basically, oh geez, I forgot the question because I started thinking about something else. You got your mic off.
Strategy.
The strategy, right? The best strategy is to fund 100% of your earnings daily. Okay, if you're making more than $10, to withdraw that out of the system and then fund that back into the system 100% until you're happy with your daily earnings. Like say, for instance, you want to make $100 a day to withdraw, then you would build to $100 a day to withdraw. That'd be basically the strategy in the system. It's revenue sharing. There's no really strategy in it. The more you earn, the more you can withdraw. That's basically what it is. If there's any kind of strategy, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I would say learn to sponsor. You know, that's the best thing you can do. It's kind of like strapping a rocket onto your ad packs and you know, all this referral commission coming in. Like leaders in systems, they actually make more from referral commission than their ad pack earnings. So imagine what that can do to your income, especially in a system like this where you can withdraw 100%, you know, and it's stable in the system, right? Because all ad pack purchases are from fresh funds coming into the system. So if you're earning $200 a day referral commission, you can safely withdraw 100% of that to your bank, and the system is still stable because it's relying on fresh funds. There's no internal compounding at all, no internal repurchasing. Even if you want to buy advertising, you have to fund your account to buy on-site advertising, like a banner ad on the site, a login ad, all that stuff. There's nothing inside the site that you can buy with your repurchase, or sorry, your earnings balance. Sorry guys, I just woke up. It's Thanksgiving weekend and I was out eating dinner late last night. So do we have any more questions that are coming in here? I'm trying to keep up with, we have some, those are all the questions. Okay, cool. So let's turn over. I remember someone else wanted to say something. We're talking before the hangout. What was it? No one's popping on? Those are all the questions. So guys, we've been on actually for 30 minutes. So I think we're gonna end it here because it is the long weekend in Canada for myself. And I think in the US, what are you guys doing in the US? There's something, right? Yeah, what's the long weekend for it's a long weekend now, right? It's Columbus Day. Okay, so it's a day, Columbus Day. Okay, cool. TL, you had something to say?
Yeah, I just want you to speak about the Mass Team Builder group to the members, because many of them are still not in the group yet. The Mass Team Builder group. So I thought
Mass Team Builder, right? Mass Team Builder. Okay, guys, Mass Team Builder is a Facebook group that we created for the pre-launch, and it's a total separate Facebook group from our official group for My 24-Hour Income. What it is basically it's a free training. It's from I think 4 different leaders have put trainings in there now. I kind of started off for the first about 15 days or 12 days. And then we have other leaders take over, and it's basically just leaders sharing their strategies of how they get referrals and how they recruit into that group. Maybe if someone could leave a link to that group in the comments under this video would be good. And I'll leave it, or Jonathan will leave it maybe in the video description when this is on his YouTube channel there, okay? Oh, one other thing we wanted to talk about. Now remember, Jonathan was going to come on and just talk a little bit about the other external source of income that we're creating for the system, which is a calculator. And he knows more about this because he's on the inside of it, working on it for My 24-Hour Income, okay? So if he wants to pop on there and talk a little bit about that, this is going to be a sales tool for you guys, once again, that you can use to sell My 24.
All right, so yeah, we're coming up with a calculator that way you guys can promote, you know, your My 24-Hour referral link. It'll be just a basic landing page. You can put your YouTube video, and also on the bottom it'll have the calculator and then your referral link, so you can, you know, promote that out so to get people to sign up. And it's just going to be a basic calculator. It's going to be a one-time charge that we have for, and it's going to be probably in the $10 range right now.
Yeah. And the reason why we're charging for this calculator, guys, and it's not free, is because it costs us money to host this calculator. It costs us money to build it. It's actually cost thousands of dollars to build it. And we figured that if we we build this thing so it's a sales funnel for you, okay? Because, you know, as I was talking about at the start here, is that, you know, how do you sell like a pro, right? How do you sell like a pro? You have to do something different. You can't do what everyone else is doing. Like what are 98% of people doing, right? They're doing what everyone else is doing. They're using the sales funnel for their systems. Okay. So if we go and we create something that, you know, we can change every month, we can make it look different, and we can, you go and you purchase this thing, you can give it away to your prospects. Imagine this, guys. Imagine going and making a post on your Facebook and showing the proof of income from My24. You've made, $1,000 this week through your AdPack earnings, and you've been withdrawing, and you post you make a income proof post of your Payza account balance, that every day you're making more money and stuff like that. And then you go and you say, hey, get the free calculator for the system, click the link to get it, right? There you go. There's like a super, super easy sales hook for you that introduces your prospect to the system in a different way than just showing them your referral link and saying, hey, go join here kind of thing, okay? So this will be really neat because it has a landing page on the front of it, the sales funnel for the calculator. So they opt in to get the calculator, and the system gives them the calculator for free that has your referral link built into it. Okay, so they're messing around with this calculator for weeks on end, looking at how much money they can make in the system. And they're also joining the Facebook group as well, so they can keep up to the percentages of the ad packs, what they're paying out today, and all this kind of stuff. And guys, this is what happens: is people fool around with these calculators for weeks, and they get hooked on it, they get addicted to it, and then they join you. Okay, because you have a banner, a button on that calculator that sells for you, basically. Okay, it's really cool, and you can hook up an email autoresponder to create a sales funnel for yourself as well through this. So it's like a all-in-one system. It has a back office in it. It's pretty neat what these guys have put together for our members, and it's going to be super, super cheap, guys. Like, I'm guessing, I think around $10 or under $10, just a one-time payment to get your hands on it, and it's a sales tool. So it's very, very cool. So we're over here at My24. If you're just watching this for the first time, guys, we're taking necessary steps to create something different for our member base and to create a different outcome in our space, which obviously $4 million in cash outs to our members. Guys, that's not 4 million added funds. That's 4 million cash out to our member base in under 2 months. Those results are different. We've created something different here, and we'd like to invite you to join us at My24 Income. So if someone has invited you to this hangout, please get back to them and let them know that you're interested, you'd like some more information, get the link to our Facebook group, join our Facebook group, make a post, say hi, say, let us know what's up. And that's it from us. If everyone can just wave bye, we'll see you next Sunday at next week's hangout. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.